Good evening. Collect your PVC and vote. Your vote is your voice. On the news this evening, police burst child trafficking syndicate in Rivers State. Nigerian Railway Corporation demolishes makeshift structures at My One Market in Port Harcourt. APC in Rivers State alleges attack on its campaign office at Onne. On the foreign scene, China blocks visas for South Korea, Japan over COVID restrictions. I am Constant Mega. Let's begin the news this Tuesday evening, 10th of January 2023, with the arrest of a teenager and 3 others for alleged child trafficking by the police in Rivers State. A spokesperson of the command, Grace Iringe Koko, in a statement said the officers raided 2 houses where victims of child trafficking were being kept at Iguruta and Omagwa communities in Ikwere local government area. While the statement said 10 persons, most of them pregnant, were rescued. Now, 4 of those rescued are teenagers. It further said investigation into the case revealed that the victims are being paid 500,000 naira after they have been delivered of their babies. Moving on, as INEC in Rivers State continues with the distribution of PVCs in areas and wards, some eligible voters in Rumigbo in Obiakwa local government area have accused some of the officials of the commission posted to the Rumigbo Civic Center of extortion. They told our correspondents that the INEC officials are collaborating with some youths in the area to collect money before distributing the PVCs.
The people from INEC are not trying. They are collecting money from people to be able to answer people from the side. So from the line, no matter how the line is, they won't attend to you. I've been here since on Sunday and nothing has been working. INEC should please either call them to order or bring more people for us here. The women are not encouraging.
There are facilitators of us from the community who are helping to collect the money for the INEC staff who is issuing the cash. And then bring the PVCs out. So immediately dispatch somebody to come and maybe replace the woman and let people get their PVC quickly and go.
Meanwhile, INEC's Public Affairs Officer in Rivers State, Geraldine Ekelemu, has warned Rivers people against paying any INEC staff for collection of PVCs. In an interview with our correspondent, she explained the PVC collection process. A group known as SMA Youth Movement has declared their support for all SDP candidates in Rivers State. The president of SMA Youth Movement, Churchill Nyekachi Wali, appreciated Senator Magnus Abe for having the youth at heart and promised to take the campaigns to the grassroots in all the 23 local governments of the state.
SMA Movement and the trailer that is passed now. Youth of Rivers State need to know where that was to where we're going. I'll make sure that Rivers youth all in local crimes of the informed about government of Rivers plan. What is to be a youth? Not a youth problem, but to be what to be the youth of Rivers State.
On his Senator Manu Sabi, one of the fastest political party in the state, urged them to do their best to make the state.
I want to congratulate you and to work with Rivers people first. I will know that Escal is your young people and you must do everything to see your aspirations and those wanted or the new.
The Atikokowa campaign in Solar State said relying on PDP to secure approval for the use of state-owned food facilities, political events, and Executive Order 21. Spokesman of the group, Lelon Libasa, tells correspondents that there is a way the PDP presidential candidate Abubakar and MK not rely on its venue.
Well, those of us at the presidential campaign were that payment for the presidential campaign. Right. However, after to apply for use of state privacy, and we are waiting approval. Go to 5 million naira, non-refundable deposit to use the space.
Can we on the
state is renting ambassador? How it would be and who are people will be asking who will do so.
Well, as you may know, the Rivers State Commissioner for Education, Professor Chidmom, said it's only the that has so far approval of his local events after it paid 95 million naira to the state government's accounts. The AP spokesperson in Rivers State, Darlington Woju, says the party's campaign office in Onne, Eleme, was attacked by some thugs. He spoke in an interview saying it is the 7th of such an attack. In another development, the Rivers State Commissioner for Education, Chinedu Mom, says the distribution of learning materials to state public schools will be held this Thursday. Professor Mom said this when he monitored schools' resumption yesterday. He said he is satisfied with the turnout of students as schools resumed academic activities after the Yuletide. Our correspondent also monitored some schools and reports that cleaning was ongoing in some of them. A head teacher spoke to our correspondent.
We are set. We are cleaning up, and then the teachers, you can see all the teachers around. The children that are here are cleaning, mopping, cleaning everywhere. And the cleaner also is cleaning the whole places. And after cleaning up, we'll start teaching immediately.
Elsewhere, the Nigeria Railway Corporation (NRC) has demolished some makeshift structures at the railway axis of Mile 1 Market in Port Harcourt. The state spokesperson of the NRC, Samuel Adoyebi, told correspondent Suibi Oruwari that the demolition is to enable the construction of the Port Harcourt-Maiduguri narrow gauge railway project.
We want to do the clearance, provide the drainage and the cover, for us to have enough space so that when the heavy equipment will enter into this place, there will be nobody being injured. Railway have this right of way. They are using our premises, and at this point in time, we are sorry for what we are doing, but we must have to do it. The corridor will not be left behind. Once this thing to be done with NS, and this is the proper time now. But if you don't do it now, rainy season is not so friendly with us. You know what it did to us last year.
Now, some of the affected traders who said they were given a short notice called on the government to give them an alternative place to continue their business.
They said the order is from the federal government. Find a place for us. Millions of people are feeding in the They didn't give us any notice. I said by after 3 p.m. yesterday that they are coming. If the government didn't do anything like giving us a place that we can begin our business, there's no any other place we know that we can go.
And thinking that it's their normal routine thing for collecting money, they collect some token from us and they go. Not knowing that they are coming today to that notice. Yesterday did not tell us anything. But eventually this morning they started they have evacuated all the railway lines, saying that they will have a place. And we see that they are not the place we so have to sort of a business. Since they will have this place, they can show us somewhere.
Our correspondent reports that the old rail track and its accessories have been excavated by the company handling the construction and rehabilitation of the railway. Still ahead, police hunt for man sharing marijuana with infants. Stay tuned. said to be empowered by the past chairman of Rumawolo Community Development Committee and Rumawolo Town Council (RTC), says the election of new executive members of the RTC and Rumawolo CDC held yesterday. A notice signed by the chairman Electoral Committee Philip Eke and chairman Rumawolo CDC and Rumawolo Town Council Kingsley Woko said the election followed Article 19, Paragraph B of the Constitution of Rumawolo Town Council 2014. Well, those elected include Kingsley Osondu Woko as chairman, Prince Oguriem Okuamadi as vice chairman, Prince Okobule Eke as secretary, and Thangod Ovunwo as provost. The notice said the newly elected and sworn-in CDC shall serve a constitutional tenure of 3 years. Mr. Woko spoke to our correspondent on this.
Rumawolo is not in good condition. I want to bring Rumawolo back as Rumawolo. I know Rumawolo, I live Rumawolo, but I want to bring everyone in good time in Rumawolo. Leaders have the right to mingle, to talk with the primary ruler, the elders, but the SCDs don't commit. You don't go with them. It takes something alone and do something alone. No, it must do with the primary ruler, the chief and the elders. Rumawolo will come back. I want to do it to do meeting together.
In business, the national president of IPMAN, Chinedu Okoronkwo, says distribution problem is one of the reasons for the hike in price of petroleum products in filling stations in Rivers State. In an interview with newsmen, Mr. Okonkwo said long queues across filling stations in the state will soon end as some depots in Port Harcourt have started receiving products. Our correspondent, who monitored some filling stations in Port Harcourt, reports that 2 filling stations in the town axis are selling at the rate of 179 naira and 189 naira per litre, while many others are selling for around 350 naira.
And now, we bring you news from around the world.
China has stopped issuing individuals from South Korea and Japan in retaliation for COVID restrictions. Beijing says the pause on South visas will remain restricted and lifted. On the news this evening, you heard that the police in River State have busted a child traffic in state major structures at the market. Axis or PC had led their on the foreign scene. China has blocked visas for South Korea and Japan over street partly the weather in Port Harcourt. Collect your PVC and vote. Your vote is always. I'm constant for listening. Evening.